The idea of Tilit was always for it to be a brand about the people in the industry. It's a brand that made them feel really good about what they were doing. Hi, I'm Alex McCrery.
And I'm Jenny Goodman.
And we're the founders of Tilit NYC.
Tilit is a uniform company making uniforms for work and life.
Tilit was founded in 2012 with the main purpose of bringing the pride that you find in the kitchen back into your uniform.
Alex was a chef for 20 years and essentially hated the uniform that he had to wear, so came up with the idea that there needed to be better, more functional, more utilitarian workwear.
I started my cooking career in pre-2000, I guess. The uniforms were not the most stylish. They weren't anything that you'd want to wear on the street. And that bothered me as I got older in my career, and we both really felt like that the uniform that was there wasn't really, serving the industry very well, and so that's why we created something new. One of the main issues is that the clothes that had been designed before for chefs and for restaurants weren't actually being designed by or with people that were actively in the industry. And so that's something that we hold dear and that we make sure that we include in every collection that we release, is that we work very closely with the people that are actually wearing our product. We test it. We make sure that the styles are right, that they're comfortable, that they're functional, and of course that they look great. We've dedicated Tilit to consistently changing our clothes. It won't be something that we'll ever sit back and have one line of uniforms or one set of clothing that we just keep in stock and try and get as much money out of. We want to constantly have new fashion, new exciting clothes.
We grew from this tiny apartment in New York City when we first started, and really having a lot of local clientele, and then luckily organically and through word of mouth we started to really spread. So over the past 7 years, we went from just really seeing our local market here in New York to having clients and to our large hotel chains from New York to LA to San Francisco, and we service restaurants across the entire United States that are Michelin starred, that are James Beard Award winning, but also the tiny coffee shop in your neighborhood that just wants to feel really good while they're making that espresso.
We get most of our design inspiration from the people around us, from our customers, from where we're located. We're here in the Lower East Side of New York, and it certainly sings to how we look at being able to wear the uniforms that you're wearing in work, out of the door and onto the street, and still feel like you're wearing something that feels great and something that you're proud of. And I think that the same way that you've seen brands take construction wear and meld it with streetwear, our goal is to do a similar thing with hospitality uniforms.
We think of our brand as a fashion brand that just happens to be rooted in hospitality. So we run the company that way, where we're constantly iterating, constantly creating, constantly improving product and making the best product that is the most current out there. There's nothing better than seeing somebody feel really, really proud in their clothes that they're wearing when they're working really, really hard to please their guest or please their team, and we're so thankful that we've been able to outfit people and really see a change in how they feel when they show up to work and they put on a really well-fitting jacket or work shirt or apron.
Collaborations have always been a very key part of our brand. We've dedicated our brand to constantly having, a presence within the industry that is helping us to design the clothing.
We have a podcast called Opening Soon on Heritage Radio Network, where we interview chefs or vendors or restaurateurs and really go through what it's like to open and start a restaurant business.
I think that the foundation of Opening Soon is to try and use the community that we've been fortunate to be a part of. It's hopefully a resource of all the things that can go right about opening a restaurant, all the things that can go wrong, and just all of the resources that you need to be prepared when you go out and chase your dream of starting a venture. At Tilit, we've always sort of had a dedication to consistently improving the workwear and staying modern and fresh. And so from us, you'll always see new gear. You'll always see improved gear. You'll see things that are contemporary in fashion, but that are much further ahead in uniform space. And we just want to keep that going. So we're constantly looking towards you, the customer, as a source of inspiration, as a source for new products. And so we do our best that when you ask that we deliver.